Of course, the immigration scam continues, and Justin Trudeau not only knows that it's happening, but he's encouraging it. We have entire cities now in Ontario, in BC, where it feels like half of the GDP coming out of these areas is just based around us extracting wealth from immigrants. And we've talked about this in other videos before. This isn't just about, oh, we don't want immigrants. This is hurting the immigrants as well, especially with the details that we get into in today's video. It was so frustrating to know that this has been happening so egregiously. Nobody's doing anything. It's being encouraged, and every single person except for the scammers involved in this is getting hurt. Let's get into it.
For Rebel News, it's a sunny afternoon and I am in Brampton, Ontario, standing in front of a private school called the Flair Institute of Management and Technology. The school...
That sounds like... immediately sounds like a made-up name. Like just a fake, like, yeah, we're the Institute of Management and Technology. Like, of what?
Is one of more than 80 strip mall diploma mill colleges, which Mayor Patrick Brown has called out as functioning not as real schools, but just as so-called diploma mills.
Worth noting, the date of that article, May 8th, 2024. How long has this been going on? 5 years? 8 years? Perhaps 9? Give
international students work permits upon graduating. I read the Google reviews on this school as well as many others in Brampton, and they didn't have much good things to say. I read a lot of international students were getting scammed by the school. They were told they would receive work permits, and then they graduated, they received none at all. Not only that, but I was also reading information that a lot of the classes are online. There are hardly any in person, and while there's many students that go here, hardly any show up in person, and there's not a lot of actual learning being done. But I want to see if this is actually true and investigate it for myself. So we're going to talk to some people here as well as at some other of these strip mall diploma mill schools in Brampton. Okay, so I've been reading some reviews online that say this.
Okay, so normally what happens is Diploma Mill has recruiters. The recruiters are in India. The Indian recruiters go, hey, if you pay these fees, you don't even have to come to school. First of all, these are all allegations, okay? Not proven, but let's just say it's the theory of what's going on. Go to India. They say, you don't even have to go to school. All you have to do is like fake your way in. You get the documents, and then you can start working right away. You don't even have to show up. The classes are online. You get your diploma, and then you get to stay. And they're looking at it as a scam to front run what's going on. And it's so bad that even Pierre, who we know has always been, relatively apprehensive to kind of call these things out, he said, first, we're going to end fraud abuse in the international student program. So he obviously knows that that's happening right now. And he said, we're going to require that every new student comes here has the proof of income, home, and admission letter to real college, university, or training center. Because right now, they're going through the diploma mills with fake money. 100% of their documents in some cases are fake. The bank, their previous history, everything that they've done is allegedly, in some cases, 100% fake. And then one other good thing that he said is this was kind of buried down. They changed the title of this article when I saw it, but we're going to cap population growth below the growth in housing stock. Huge statement from Pierre. Was glad to see that. Let's get back to the video.
School has been scamming people, but telling them they can get a work permit when it's over.
No, it's not all about this. Yeah, there are a pathway program that 1 year in FCMT college and one next year in Montreal Lester B. Pearson College. After that, students eligible for their work permit. Yeah.
So people have been getting their work permits?
Yeah. Actually, it's my first year.
Okay. Look at every single person piling in and out of this college.
They are saying that we will get a work permit over there.
Sorry, say that again?
They are saying that we get a work permit in Lester B. Pearson after taking a 1 year study over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My course name is computing sport. There are a basic is pathway program like that, and IRCC
Bachelor's program?
Yeah.
Okay.
Batch?
And are most of your classes online or in person?
It's an in-person classes. In person.
And Sunday our online classes yeah.
How many people go to this school, do you know?
Every year maybe 100. No, more than
I think in our class there are 70 students.
70,
Yeah.
70 people at a time. So probably altogether, what, like a 1,000, 2,000?
yeah, every year.
It might be.
Okay.
It might be.
Now we're a couple kilometers away, but we're still in Brampton. After trying to speak to some people at that Flair College, there weren't very many people who were willing to speak to us. I think
Wonder why.
some were afraid of getting in trouble for speaking about the school. And the ones that we did talk to didn't have anything bad to say. Now, we can't say for sure if that's because, you know, they didn't want to get in trouble or they really did just have a good experience at the school. But regardless, we're not done investigating. We're here at a plaza in Brampton, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one that's not on the sign, 6 private colleges in one plaza. That seems a little bit.
I wonder who owns those colleges. I wonder who's running those colleges. I wonder which of those colleges have recruiters based in India telling these people that they can come over and get jobs right away and they're going to find a house. But keep in mind, again, everybody's getting hurt. Canadians are getting hurt because our services cannot absorb this level of immigration. Canadians are getting hurt because housing cannot keep up with this level of immigration and so many other things. Now, keep in mind, you've got relatively desperate immigrants being sold lies back in India thinking, wow, I can finally create a good life for myself. And who is to blame? All of the people involved in that pipeline that goes, nope, we're going to get you into Canada. You're going to jump the line. It's not going to take you 10 years through the regular immigration process. It's going to be 2 years. You're going to be working the entire time, which means you're getting paid to immigrate there. What's even better than that?
Sketchy, don't you think? We have the Canadian College of Business Science and Technology, CanSTEM education, professional chef training. One thing that just says private school with a phone number. Kind of weird. I don't know. Glow College. And there is a college called Liaison College.
Private school with the phone number, and that's it. This is the certified college that is bringing over the in-demand immigrants. They're going to private school, and then they're just graduating.
Gonna check out too. But I find it very weird. Where I go to school, you know, we have a whole campus. It's not just a little room on a strip mall with 7 other colleges in the same place, but we're going to check it out, see if these colleges are actually legit or if they're just in the business of scamming people and turning people's money into diplomas so they can stay in Canada. So we came here to get some answers just from one college, but as we said earlier, we got here and there are 2 plazas. After walking inside, we look and almost every single door is either an immigration office or some kind of private school, which seem to be serving international students. But we talked to one school and they told us they only had 2 international students in these past few years.
2 international students? Yeah, okay. So you're telling me the local students are going to private school or, you know, these borderline, I don't even know what to call them. It's like they're not even tutoring places because you literally just go and you pay some money and you pretend to go to school and then you work. Like it's the entire thing is such a scam. So I would love, what needs to be looked into is probably their books for one. And then you also, I don't know if you guys saw some of the expose about some of these immigration agencies. They're charging cash for some of their fees and services. So I'd love for some of these books of these immigration services and diploma mills to be looked into.
We do not get admissions like that.
You don't admit any of
Because ministry has started, they discuss a letter. No private college is allowable to give the study permits to any visitors and the work permit holders.
Oh, really? Is it something that just happened recently?
No, it's been long, I think so. Yeah, it's been long, right?
Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
So yeah, what they're doing is they come to these like private colleges, they get here through that like initial work permit, and then they use the way that they're already here. They found their, like those guys said, oh, we have to do this college for a year, and then we're going to go to Leicester Pearson College or whatever it was going to be, because they have to go to something afterwards. And nothing that these people are doing is productive for Canadian GDP. It's actually all destructive because there's all that's happening is fake money from immigration is coming in. These people are scamming it. And then those people are just piling into our services with not actually helping. So
it's a private college. We clearly told that. When we get the work permit, once we do the study, if we do the study here. It's if you go for the public, only public college, then the post can you work permit.
Again, it's interesting. 100% of the people seen on camera.
Once you're done with the study.
So people know that when they come.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Do you think that it might be like someone else is telling people besides you guys? Do you know what I mean? Like I know there's been a lot of corruption of like immigration agents and stuff like that. Do you think a lot of these students are being told things aren't true?
So if we talk about particularly this campus, the Brampton campus, it doesn't happen here.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Because I've been working here since 3 years.
Okay.
It doesn't happen here. Because whenever there was a rule, like we can give permissions to the international students, hardly we had 1 or 2 students per semester.
I mean, I personally find
That's got to be one of the biggest lies. They'll just lie to your face. They can't admit that, yes, we are scamming the system. What you guys are doing in Canada has made it so easy. And Trudeau knows this. And this is why it's so frustrating, because all of this money is getting fake tacked on to GDP, but it's not GDP. It's fake. It doesn't exist. It's a fugazi. And then he gets to say, oh, look, our economy is growing. The GDP continues to grow. We're productive with all of these things. And it's just not true. And then as a result, he gets to get lazy and then pull back on the actual investment that needs to be happening in the country, in our productive areas.
find that kind of hard to believe, but of course we want to fact check this and find out whether or not it's true. But when we walked in there, most of the people there were speaking broken English, and it didn't seem like they have been lifelong Canadian residents, but maybe we'll take their word for it. But we're going to dig into that a little further. It just really seems like immigration is the biggest industry in Brampton. I mean, seriously, we just came across this, and there's 20 different businesses profiting off immigration. Even that school we went to, the Canadian College for Business, Science and Technology, I looked on their website and they offer courses on becoming an immigration agent. It only takes you 36 weeks to get a diploma. Well, there's one college that we missed that wasn't even on the sign in this plaza called Brampton's.
Just a Ponzi scheme of how bad this scam is. They're just recruiting more recruiters. You're paying to go over to be a recruiter and then just recruit more people. It's absolutely psychotic that this is happening unchecked right now.
Skincare Academy Incorporated. Interesting. We were going back home from Brampton, and then we decided to make a stop in this one plaza that my colleague Lincoln J came across a few weeks ago, where there are more than 10 immigration offices. You can see for yourself. Behind me is the Great Punjabi Business Center. We took a little tour of that, and the whole building, it's another one of these plazas which is just full of immigration offices, lawyers who help people with immigrations, different trucking license organizations, which, as we know, there's been a lot of new immigrants to Canada who are getting their trucking licenses, different job centers providing services to immigrants. It really does seem like...
So from what I can see, every single company there, every single one we've showed on screen looks like they're either Indian owned or operated, or potentially that's their marketing. But it's like, how much evidence do we need to see that clearly one country is the outlier in all of this rule breaking? It's happening here. Like, at what point are we like, evidence is here, these guys are breaking the rules and they're brutal for it, like, cut it off immediately, like 100%. But the government's scared because look at all this fake money that's getting brought in. Nothing actually productive for the economy. You know, we're not focusing on the natural resource sectors because these guys get to keep printing fake money from immigration.
Brampton's primary industry is immigration. While it does reek of corruption in Brampton, it's hard to find people who want to talk about this issue. It seems like people are pretty inclined to protect their own when it comes to the corruption involving the immigration system. But Rebel News is going to find a way to get to the bottom of this. We're leaving Brampton right now, but we'll be back.
Rebel News, they do a good job, but I know that they're a bit of provocateurs sometimes. Like, sometimes I feel like they go to the events just to get the reaction, so I don't always watch their stuff. I don't watch it a ton, to be honest, but I wish, even there, like, I don't think, did she even say that this was almost all exclusively Indians the entire time? I don't think she said it once. I think they have to walk on eggshells a little bit because they're always under fire. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow a ton, and have a great rest of your day.